All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk for about 5 more minutes. We're going to take some questions, and then we're going to cut you out at about 10 minutes to the hour, so you got time to get to your next class here. Make sure we give you enough time to get there. Now, he talked about the buddy method. It's called the buddy method. When you want to engage in fear, take on a fearful activity, taking a friend with you to engage in that fearful activity helps a lot. Chris came with me today, and he's helping me overcome my fear of public speaking by helping me give this class. It helps when you have a friend. A friend can either just be on the side to give you support and encouragement through your fear. They can engage in that fearful activity with you. So just having that person there, even though they may not be participating with you in that fearful activity, helps get you through your fear. So that support and encouragement from a friend, a family member can help get you through your fear, like my friend helping me out today, giving this workshop here today. It's helping me with my fear. I still do have fear of public speaking. He mentioned Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a group that can help you with your public speaking, leadership skills, listening skills, speech writing skills. This is the first place I came to when I wanted to increase my public speaking skills. What you see now, a year ago when I came to Toastmasters, I could not do anything like this. So I had to overcome my fear of public speaking. Toastmasters was a platform for me to practice my public speaking skills. And when I first showed up, I was not good at all. I gave the first speech an icebreaker. They said it was okay. But then I gave my second speech. I told myself I'm going to really impress these people. I decided I was going to memorize it word for word. Don't ever memorize a speech word for word and try to give it without notes. So I got up there in front of the group, gave the speech, trying to go word for word straight from memory. I think I got through maybe 20 seconds of it, and then I started to lose my place, lose what word comes next, and I froze right there in front of these people. I was embarrassed. But I told myself, okay, well, I at least get through it. I walked over to where I was sitting, grabbed the notes, and just read the rest of the speech. And I told myself, okay, that's never going to happen again. So I told myself I'm going to try to master public speaking. I'm going to try to practice as much as I can. I joined 2 other Toastmasters groups just to give me some more practice. And I told myself I'm going to overcome this fear of public speaking. And the only way to overcome the fear of public speaking is to get in front of people and do it. You can't read about it. You can't go to YouTube and watch it. You can't read it. You can't go to seminars or workshops to become a better public speaker. The only way it happens, you get in front of people and do it. And like I said, being a great communicator, being a great public speaker can open so many doors for you. A woman told me she had a friend who's a CEO of a company. He says the one thing that made him the most successful person as a CEO was his public speaking skills, being able to communicate, being a great communicator. So being a great public speaker, being able to express yourself and your feelings is one of the key elements that can make you very successful in life. Not just business, but personal life too. Being able to walk into a Starbucks and order a cup of coffee, something that simple. Some people have a fear of just something that simple. So public speaking, overcoming that fear of public speaking can help you so much in life. And you can practice anywhere. You can practice riding the bus, talk to somebody you don't know. Yeah, you're gonna feel nervous, whatever, just strike up conversation, just get into the habit of speaking in front of people. Will help you overcome that fear is just to do it. So what I want to do now, me and Chris, you come on back up here, we're going to take some questions. Any questions at all that you have about fear, public speaking, or anything, we're going to both answer them for you. So I'm sure there's a question out there. Anybody, go ahead and get started. Anybody has a question?
What's your go-to to start up a conversation with a new person?
Why don't you answer that?
It's a great book I've actually read recently. It's called The Light Switch, and it's written by an FBI agent who actually did counterintelligence spy stuff. And there's a number of ways to strike. One of the things is actually draw them to you. Have something that they would get curious about you. So actually bring them in. I'm actually a shy person. Actually, it's true. I'm not an extrovert. At a party, if you find me at a party, I'm not going, hey, how are you doing? I do like this. I feel energy from this. I feel a gift to give. I have a calling. A big why has brought me here. That's why I'm here today. But I'm not an extrovert. So I'd rather have some reason that they come to me. If you can find a reason they come to you, and if you want to go to them, if you are an extrovert, it's just picking something and asking them a question about them. You don't have to have any answers, just questions and listen. And one of the best to be a great public speaker, you got to be a great listener. Your audience, are they getting it? Are they paying attention? What's connecting to them? If you are a great listener, you might ask one question, listen all night long, and they go, oh my gosh, you're the most amazing person I've ever met. And you said, ask one simple question. Because you're a really good listener. Because who here doesn't want to be really listened to? Did that answer it a little bit?
Yeah.
Let me answer it a little bit. I spent 5 years in the Marine Corps, and I was in charge of Marines. And I had a persona that I had to always speak loud and be manly when I spoke to my Marines. And I brought that with me when I left the Marine Corps, thinking I could bully people in the sort of way I did with my Marines. So for me, I never really had a fear one-on-one, but then I had to learn to back off and not be so loud with people and be so brutish in a sort of way, and be more conversational, be more friendly in my approach with people. So I had to learn how to actually back off and not try to bully people when I had this bully mentality coming from the Marine Corps. And because I remember my first job, I'd get on the phone with a customer, yeah, you're speaking too loud, you're yelling at me, whatever. Yeah, I did. I had to learn how to tone it down. So I didn't really have fear of approaching people one-on-one, but I had to learn how to pull back and not be so abrasive. That's a good word. So for me, I had the opposite of what he did. I was not afraid, but it was more so being able to pull that tiger back a little bit and not be so in your face and, hey, I'm talking, listen to me, and be so too overconfident, people call it too. So that was a problem. I actually had to learn how to tone it down. So.
Chris, you kind of left us on a cliffhanger with the story there, so could you come to the conclusion?
You want to finish? So the ice held. I'm here. The Jeep didn't go down in. I ended up paying for the crushed fish house. I did not call my dad. I was so afraid. I called a family friend. The second tow truck came out on the lake and pulled the Jeep off. There wasn't much damage to the Jeep, thankfully. But yeah, I got off the ice. I called a family friend. I didn't call my dad because I didn't want to deal with that. I was so afraid in that moment. Thank you for asking that.
All right, we still got about 4 minutes.
You mentioned that you've gotten over a lot of fears, and you mentioned that death was a big fear for you. How did you get over that?
Which fear?
The death, like dying.
Oh, dying.
Because you said you didn't have to face the fear, but how do you face that?
That's a big one. The awakening coaching that I do is actually getting in touch with something bigger. And I've been in touch with that bigger place, and in that bigger place there are no problems, there are no fear, and there may not be actually any the death we think about. There's death of the body, but I feel this place of no fear that anything happens is fine. I mean, if someone came up here and I don't want it to happen, I want to live a long life because I enjoy this life. But if someone came up here and pointed a gun at me, I'd like to go out without fear there too. At least love in my heart, whatever there. So the death fear in me has dropped significantly. I still have it in moments. I pay attention when I'm on the freeway. I don't want to hurt other people either, but that fear has dropped significantly because I feel in touch with this place where there is no issue ever. There are no problem. The little things of the day just are gone when you touch on that place. So thank you for that question. Did that answer it? Thanks.
All right, anybody else? There we go. Cool.
How can we stop fearing failure in general?
In general?
Failure of any task.
Reframe it. It's an experiment, like I said earlier. If you reframe it and realize that the least successful people in the world will fail the least. So if you want to be in the least successful group, fail the least. If you'll never hit a game-winning shot, if you never take a game-winning shot. And one of the ways you can get over that is building the self-compassion. If you are really compassionate with yourself and realize there's nothing you can do to cause any issue with this, if you get to that point where you're really your best friend, you stop that mean voice in your head, then you can fail at anything and be okay with it. It's not the bully that calls me an idiot that is dangerous to me. It's me who says it 1,000 million times over and won't let me sleep because of it. That's the dangerous person. We're all the most dangerous person to us. So if you can bring up your self-compassion, you're a long way there. If you can reframe failure, you're going to be there.
And the way I like to word it is embrace your failures, never quit. Thomas Edison had 10,000 failures, but he kept going. So your failures will be your bridge to success as long as you don't quit. You keep at it, as he says, failures, you fail. The people who fail the most tend to be the most successful people. The Oprah Winfrey's, the Steve Jobs, the Howard Schultz, the man who came up with Starbucks. These people failed so many times. They failed, I guarantee you, they failed more than anybody in this room. Abraham Lincoln, he had more political failures than he had success. He's become one of our greatest presidents. So your failures will lead you to success if you don't quit. Failures are good. The more you fail, that means that you're learning. You're learning. I guarantee you, first time you rode a bicycle without training wheels, you probably fell down a couple of times. But how did you figure it out? You kept going. So there's nothing wrong with failures. Your failures will be your bridge to success as long as you don't quit.
Very good.
So we got maybe one more minute, one more question.
I'd say too, just to add on that, if adults were like babies learning to walk, and adults have been, a lot of adults that have an issue never learn to walk again if they lose that ability. But if they were like babies who get up, fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, the baby never goes, oh my God, I'm such a failure at walking. So they never defined it that way, right? So don't define it as a failure. Define it as an experiment, a learning episode, because you don't learn as much from success. You learn a lot more from so-called failure. And take all the energy off of it, give it something positive. So one more question.
No, we're good. It's time because you guys